Hi guys, my name is Ying and today I have recorded you a story. The main story was job interview. So let's enjoy with me. There were two guys, I think it's a job man, and they didn't get job, so they were unemployed. One day, Jimmy get interview with Apple. It's a large company, and interview, he meet interviewer and offer a limb handset. Limb handset is very weak, is very soft, and interview didn't like him. They hated him. They didn't admire him, and they called him. So they didn't get a job at Apple. How about Robert? Okay, Robert get interview with Microsoft. It's a big company, and Bill Gates is a famous business, and he come back to interview Robert. Robert give a firm handshake. A firm handshake is very strong, it's very hard, but unfortunately the night before interview, Robert get wrong. He wrong a lot of ankle, and he hung over. Hung over it means you feel ill. You feel illness. You feel very tired, exhausted. You feel horrible headache when you ring a lot of ankle. So during his first interview, he rose up into Bill Gates' court, and he didn't get a job at Microsoft. Okay, and Jimmy went home and rushed again and again. He realized he had a bad handshake, so he rushed to give a good handshake, to give a firm handshake, and he sent letter to Facebook, and he get an interview with Mark Zuckerberg. And during his second interview, Jimmy had a bad handshake. He gave a limb handshake, and his non-verbal communication is so bad. Although he speaks very loudly, he speaks naturally, he speaks fluent, but he gave a non-verbal communication is so bad. He was weak. He was weak. He was very soft, and I think interviewer didn't like him, so he didn't get a job at Facebook. How about Robert? Hey, and Robert get a job at get interview at Vegan, and unfortunately, again the night before interview, he eat a lot of bean burrito. A burrito is kind of Mexican food, and during his second interview, okay, he fat. It's very stinky, have a lesson smell, so he didn't get a job at Vegan. And Jimmy realized that he decided to practice to give a firm handshake and change his non-verbal communication. So he sent his letter to Guitar company, and during his third interview, he had on a confident. He had on a confident, and he very confident. He gave a firm handshake, very strong, and caught interviewer lied to him. He offered a job at restaurant. Robert, after two failures, he realized he didn't want to get a job at a big company, so he changed his resume to a hair salon. Play that cut, right, or make your hair became nice. And when interviewer meet Robert, they said, "Oh, your hair is fabulous. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's excellent." And he will hired immediately. And finally, Robert and Jimmy get a good job at a company or at a hair salon, and they became happily employed. So I have asked and answered 30 will ask and answer together. Okay. And what were there? There were two young men, and they didn't get a job. Okay. And what were their names? Oh, their names were Jimmy and Robert. Oh, what do they do? Oh, I think they have no job. They didn't get a job and they were unemployed. Unemployed, it means you didn't have job that provides money. Okay. And what did Jimmy get an interview at? Okay, and at first time Jimmy get an interview with Apple, and it's a large company. And what kind of handshake did Jimmy offer to interview? Jimmy give a limp handshake. It's very sharp. It's very weak. And this interviewer called and make an unhappy face to Jimmy. Of course, because interviewers called him and they didn't like him. They hate him because he gave a limp handshake. He wasn't a strong man. Why did interviewer hate Jimmy? Okay, interview hate Jimmy because Jimmy was weak and wasn't strong. And did Robert and did Robert had an excellent interview? Oh no, Robert didn't get an excellent interview. Did a bad interview. And who did get an interview with Bill Gates? Oh, it's Robert. And what did Robert do before an interview? Okay, and the night before interview, he drink a lot of alcohol. Eat a wine, eat beer. And what did Robert do when he interviewed with Bill Gates? Okay, during his first interview, when he interviewed with Bill Gates, he throws the interview Gates. It's so bad. And did they get a good job in their first interview? No, they didn't get a job during their first interview because they had a mistake. And how were their first interview? Oh, I think it's so bad. It's so awful. And where did they get a second interview? Hey, Jimmy get an interview at Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg. And Robert get an interview with a vegan. And how was Jimmy's body language? Oh, Jimmy's body language is so bad. It's very weak. It wasn't strong, and it's so bad. And how were his speaking skills? Oh, Jimmy were a good speaker. He speaks loudly, naturally, fluently, but his non-verbal communication is so bad. And how did Jimmy show in his second interview? Yeah, he showed his speaking skill is good, but he showed his non-verbal communication is so bad, it's so awful, and interview didn't like him because he gave a limp handshake. And did Robert prepare carefully before his second interview? I think so. I think Robert prepared carefully before his second interview, but he is unfortunately he eats a lot of bean burrito, and he had a mistake in his second interview. And who got an interview with vegan? It's Robert. And did Robert interview with Donald Trump? No, he didn't. He get an interview with other business. And did they get a good job in their second interview? No. in a second time, they didn't get a job. And what did Robert do before his second interview? Oh, during his second interview, Robert he fast a lot of, and it's very sticky. It has a pleasant smell, and I think it interview didn't like him. Okay. And um how were their second interview? It's so bad. What did they get the third interview? Where did they get the third interview? Jimmy get an interview with a guitar company, and Robert get the interview at the hair salon. It's a big change. And what did Jimmy do before his third interview? Oh, he practiced more and more and again. He decided to give a firm handshake, and he practiced. He had an air of confidence. He practiced to give a firm handshake and a winning smile. And did Jimmy not do anything before his third interview? No. He do a lot of things because he decided to because he practiced a lot of, and he practiced to give a firm handshake, to give a winning smile, the on air of confidence, to practice his confidence. And how did Jimmy's third interview? Oh, I think it's a successful interviewer. He get a job as a resident in a guitar company. And what were his communication? What and how were Jimmy's communication? Oh, Jimmy's communication is good. He had on air of confidence. He gave a firm handshake, and he gave a firm handshake, and he with a winning smile. And what kind of job did Jimmy get? A guitar company. It's a resident. And did they get a good job in their first interview? Oh, they get a job in their first interview. And what kind of handshake did Jimmy give a guitar company? Oh, at the guitar company interview, Jimmy get a firm handshake. It's good. And what did Jimmy do in his third interview? Oh, he had an on air of confidence. He was confident. He was a good attitude, and he gave a firm handshake. He had a winning smile. He speaks loudly, naturally, and he showed his background and his resume. And what did Robert realize? Okay, and after two failures, Robert realized that he didn't want to get a job at large company, so he sent his letter to a hair salon. He think they were suitable to him. And did he realize that he still want to get a job at a large company? No, no, he didn't. And did Robert have a short black hair? No, he have a beautiful hair. He have a long blonde hair. And did Robert get a good job at a hair salon? Of course, because interviewer met him and he said, your hair is fabulous. So he was hired immediately. And what did Robert look like? I think Robert is a handsome boy. He had a long blonde hair. And did they become happy or not? Okay, finally they get a good job at a company or at a hair salon, and they became happily employed. Okay, and that's it. That is my finish. And I think I have some mistakes. Thanks for watching, and